So, have you ever wondered, this is a study episode by the way.
Okay, yeah.
Have you ever wondered why they put cucumbers on your eyes when you go to the spa?
Because it exfoliates, doesn't
I
it?
feel we've had this conversation before.
It exfoliates.
Is that why?
I thought so.
Okay. Thanks.
Wasn't it because like all garnishes have to be edible?
What?
Fuck.
It's not a...
Listen carefully, player. Benjamin King just called. It seems
I
like
don't get
The
it.
cream is
trying
edible.
to take him out.
Well, it's not a
He's down
garnish.
in the park right now and needs some help. Now, what happens to King may not mean shit to you, but him and
Yeah,
me, we got history.
I understand.
I'm baffled right now.
You gotta go out there.
Why did you...
So how do cucumbers make you exfoliate?
Well, it's...
Is it like
I
the
don't know the
moisture?
science behind it, but I think it has something to do with like vitamins that are in the thing and the moisture and the
That
cold.
sounds...
I'm not sure. I could be
horrifying.
completely wrong, but that's what I think.
I'm not into cucumbers in my mouth
Yeah.
or on my eyes.
What about pickles?
We're gonna need a car with 2 seats because we're rescuing a dude.
We'll get one later.
Yeah.
I don't like pickles either. I don't like really anything that comes from a cucumber or is associated with a cucumber at any point.
I like cucumbers a lot.
Cucumbers are a lot like ginger snaps.
Nice driving.
This car is really weird handling.
Have I talked about the cucumber ginger snap?
You have not talked about the
Phenomenon.
cucumber ginger snap, but I believe you have talked about ginger snaps.
Okay.
Okay.
Did I? Okay, yeah.
Go
'Cause
on.
The basic principle of the cucumber ginger snap theory is,
Theory.
Yeah.
well,
He hasn't done any lab tests yet, so he can't say it's proven yet.
it's purely speculation. When you put a ginger snap, and anecdotal evidence, of course,
Yeah.
you put a ginger snap in
When
a
you
box.
put a ginger snap in anecdotal evidence.
In a box. You
Yeah.
put it in a box with other cookies.
Yeah.
When you take the other cookies out, they taste like ginger snaps.
Okay.
Which is horrible. I don't like ginger snaps.
Yeah.
And so I don't like other things tasting like ginger snaps.
Isn't that just what happens when you store food together?
No.
It's particularly noticeable with ginger snaps.
Yeah, it depends on how strong a flavor is, and ginger is a very strong flavor.
Like
Cucumbers.
mixed vegetables, you know, like the other vegetables will have a hint of tasting of the other vegetables that are in there.
But cucumber
It's very strong taste, because it's very distinct.
cucumber gets in you. One time, so I have a long history with cucumbers.
Do you now?
I'll tell you a few stories. So one time, I made a sandwich on a cutting board that had previously been used to cut cucumber and hadn't been cleaned since.
Did all your food turn to cucumbers?
Pretty much. I took a bite of the sandwich and was like, ugh, this tastes like cucumber. I threw it out.
Cucumbers!
I threw it out. I was like, I'm not dealing
You
with
turn
this.
to Bob Dylan when
I'm
you're
not-
angry.
Exactly. And so yeah.
It's the best Incredible Hulk.
I wasn't dealing with that.
They should do a spin-off of that.
And okay, another time,
Uh-huh.
my brother was trying to make me experiment with food. 'Cause
Yeah.
I'm generally very...
Yeah, very
picky
picky.
eater.
Yeah.
So he put cucumbers in my sandwich. And I said, fuck you. God damn it, brother. Don't do this to me.
You Hulk Hogan?
Well, he's talking about his brother.
I know.
More people than Hulk Hogan have brothers.
I know.
But yeah, and then so I ate part of the sandwich, and the next 48 hours, my mouth tasted like cucumbers.
Wait,
Didn't you brush your teeth?
I did.
Whoa.
I ate mints. I did everything that one could do.
Were they actually cucumbers?
What do you mean?
That
They-
would
they-
explain it.
They were real cucumbers, yeah.
No, I meant the mints. Were
No.
the mints cucumbers?
No, no, I don't think so. But yeah, basically that was traumatizing. So generally I try to avoid cucumbers and things that have ever been in the same space as cucumbers.
So everything.
Yeah, I try to avoid things.
That's a good plan.
So what we're doing here, I have to kill these guys.
Here's the most frustrating thing, guys.
Okay, is this still cucumbers?
Yes, is that all my family, I tell them about my cucumber tales and my
Your VeggieTales?
yes,
That's copyrighted.
my cucumber tragedies.
Yeah.
And they're like, what are you talking about, Mike? Cucumber doesn't really taste like anything.
They taste like cucumbers.
Ugh. They're like, oh, it's such a weak taste. And so I looked it up on Wikipedia, which is what I do.
And you don't know what something tastes like?
when I'm frustrated,
You just Wikipedia things.
Yeah.
yeah. As I look at cucumbers, and it's like, yeah, most people think cucumber is pretty fucking weak sauce. But
Is that the terms they use?
Yeah, he edited Wikipedia to say that.
Well, yeah, I was on what is it, Gazoogle or whatever. The one-
I love Gazoogle.
And so yeah, and that's how I browse the internet. And so,
No other way.
But it also said to a certain small segment of people they're very strong tasting, and I'm part of that small segment. I've determined.
All right.
So
Cool.
yeah, cool. I guess
Cool as a cucumber.
I don't mind zucchinis, which is weird.
I don't like zucchinis, but I love cucumbers.
So maybe they are different.
Have
'Cause,
you ever
like-
had a deep fried zucchini?
No,
Good.
No.
I have them in when I have noodles at a Japanese restaurant.
Yeah.
And like I don't like the thick noodles, so I get the thin noodles. And they're fried up, and they got fried zucchini.
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember? Okay, do you remember the time when we were planning to do videos and I had to eat, and so I tried to
Yeah.
make rice,
Yeah.
and then discovered that I had no rice.
Mhm.
Yep.
When that happened, I decided to take all the veggies I had and cut them very thin and just put them in a pan.
Yeah.
And I fried them all.
To try to make them rice?
No,
Is that
just
how
to
rice
eat,
is
just to eat, I guess. I don't know. I thought it'd be okay because the plan was I'd do all that and then I'd put teriyaki sauce on it.
Yeah.
But tragedy struck.
Oh. The Fire Nation attacked?
Basically.
Okay.
So I took the teriyaki sauce and I started to, because you want to pour it and it comes out a little bit at a time. It's got that thing.
Yeah.
I poured it and it fucking all glooped in the bottle.
Gloop?
Mhm.
It glooped, so it had all become gloop. And
Is that
so
what it means to gloop?
yeah, and so someone had taken off the bit that makes it come out in small bits, and so I just poured it and the gloop just fell out, just
Mhm.
all over it.
Augustus?
Yeah, there was so
Yeah.
there was so much gloop.
Augustus gloop,
Like there
man.
was probably more gloop than vegetable. And then I tried to eat it and it was really bad.
Well, what do you think it was gonna be?
I thought like, oh, maybe I should
More
eat.
teriyaki sauce than vegetables. Did you think that was gonna taste good?
I didn't think it was gonna taste good, but I was very hungry and I needed to eat, and there was no rice.
Why didn't you just scrape some of the gloop off?
It was impossible.
That guy's-
Yeah, it was terrible.
So here's me
Much like this situation.
Yeah.
This
It's
is,
almost as bad as this.
This is like a visualization of how it feels to eat teriyaki gloop with veggies.
So is she the teriyaki gloop?
No, the fire in the car. It's all part of it.
Okay.
It's all different facets, and
And
then
then you died.
And then you get shot by a lady with little amounts of clothing.
Life's teriyaki gloop, and then you get shot by Mila Kunis.
Ain't that how life is?
Sometimes life can be very tragic, but sometimes it's pretty nice. That's my poem. You can quote me on that. Put that on your wall.
Insightful.
You can put that on your
Insights.
fucking wall, dude.
Put it on your
Can I?
Facebook wall when you quote it.
You can put it anywhere. Put it in your shower so that when you go in the shower, you'll
Make sure it's laminated though, so it doesn't get all wet and destroyed.
I was gonna talk about laminating.
Oh yeah, let's go.
No, it wasn't.
That was really
Oh.
weird.
I learned earlier yesterday that we laminate things where I
Oh.
work. Because I was working in the photo lab,
Okay.
and I'd done this for about 2 weeks, and someone came and was like, "Can you laminate something for me?" And I was like, I don't
Can I?
I don't know. I like ran off like I need to check with someone. But yeah, and then and then I laminated it for them.
This is
Cool.
dumb tale of incompetence.
No, but the laminate thing, the thing I was laminating was relevant because there was a quote about life.
Okay.
Was it a quote from you? You're like, how did you get this quote that I say in like a few months?
It was yesterday that this happened.
How did you get the quote that I was going to say tomorrow?
So did you ever see? Do you remember that book, that self-help book that came out?
Which one?
The
Answer?
yeah, the one where it's like if you wish you had something enough, then you'll have it.
Yeah, I think that's the answer. But
Or
I'm
the
not sure.
gift, or the present, or the
Yeah.
The future?
something about something, right? And
Okay.
and this was basically quotes from that book on like you know, when people put like quotes on like a palm tree and like on a beach and like in the sunset.
Yeah, like when you just put it over some fancy
and it was
background
like
so it looks
basically
nice.
it was like, think about it as if you had it, wish it hard, it will come. Or like it actually, like the sentences didn't make sense.
Yeah,
which
of
was
course.
which is hilarious to me. And I laminated it and I was like, okay. Like,
Okay.
if you want this laminated, it was like tiny. It was like 3 centimeters by 2 centimeters. Bigger than that, probably. That's very small. But it wasn't like a poster. They wanted like keep it in their wallet or something. I don't know. It seemed strange to me.
Does seem pretty strange.
So I like to think that it was a joke, and they're giving it to someone as like, "Ha, remember this thing?" Joking. Or maybe they're giving.
So
So
they're
like,
just taunting their friend.
I was like, "Hey," or maybe they're just way into the, like, wishing they had things and then hoping they have them.
And getting other things instead of getting those things.
Or maybe just, you know, maybe it does work. I don't know.
So
Probably not.
If you just sit there imagining that you wish you had an Xbox, will one just appear?
It won't appear, but you'll end up having one
I think
eventually.
it's sort of
I
like
think
how vision boards work. How you make this this cutout thing, put all the things you want on it, and then you do good things. And the theory is like
then
eventually
things just come to you.
yeah.
It's like karma, basically.
Yeah.
That's some supernatural shit, yo.
It is some supernatural shit.
Yo.
Did you? There was
Yo.
an Australian comedy group that did a
What,
sketch.
the Concords?
No,
They're-
they're New Zealand.
yeah.
Same accent.
But
Nope.
yeah,
Nope.
that's like the way I discovered about The Gift. Like 8 years after it came out, someone posted on YouTube about. I don't know. There's an Australian sketch comedy group doing something about it. I don't know why I mentioned that. I have nothing to say about their sketch comedy about it. Their sketch
I've noticed.
Their sketch comedy sketch. I don't know. I feel the need to talk about things. It's been so long. I have so many things to say to the audience that I've discovered.
I'm trying to rescue hoes from these cars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're over here talking about Australian sketch comedy.
Why not? It's a topic of conversation, at least.
So, wait. Have you ever seen anything about these sketch comedy guys before?
No, I just saw that one thing about The Gift.
Okay.
They seemed like they had a show though.
Were there any
Around it.
gifts or any gifts made from it? About the gift? Gifts?
There are probably GIFs of every piece of video that has ever been created.
Yeah.
Every like 3-second span has been turned into a GIF.
And if it hasn't, then it will be.
So
People
is there
are-
like a Tumblr gift set of like a full movie?
Probably.
That would take like
Peop-
years to load.
People, no, they're like the longest GIF in the world. Like it was not even a GIF set. Like one single GIF that plays a whole movie without the sound.
And like,
I think just to show that he could do it, I guess.
That
yeah,
must
it's
have
just
taken
like
a long time.
Yeah, it probably
concept.
took a while. But GIFs are so like GIFs are probably the greatest part about living in the present. I think.
Yeah.
And the internet and all that, like.
All the little cute animal gifts doing cute things.
But like GIFs have changed the world.
Yeah.
GIFs changed the way we see. It also have shortened our attention spans
Mhm.
from the already negligible amount they were to like, if this isn't 5 seconds long, why am I watching this? Like,
That's
if
why
you can't,
vines are popular.
if you can't condense this into 5 seconds without the sound, I'm not watching this. Like YouTube videos, that's so fucking last century, right?
Yeah, it requires you to click on it.
No, it doesn't. They play automatically.
Yeah.
No, like if somebody sends you a YouTube video.
You have to click on a GIF.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like you have to wait. You have to like watch the video
Yeah, no.
to find the part that you want.
Completely
of the
irrelevant to clicking. But yeah, no GIFs. But they've changed everything.
GIF. Why are the rollers attacking us?
Because this is their territory.
People,
And we're dead.
Oh, I'm dead.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
People don't make highlight clips on YouTube for hockey anymore.
Yeah, they just make
They
it.
just make GIFs of hockey highlights because they just repeat over and over. You're like,
Yeah.
oh, I want to see that again. It's right there. It's GIFing itself again.
Some people make YouTube videos out of GIFs. Like they take GIFs and make them videos.
Yeah,
Like why?
because they just want to express their love for GIFs so much.
So much.
I like. It's hard to. GIFs are so cool, and it's
Like-
so hard to let people know how much you love GIFs.
Like I've seen videos of people putting sound effects over GIFs. Those are pretty cool.
That's
Then I've just
interesting.
seen GIF montages of just like a minute of GIFs. Like why?
I don't know.
A minute.
You
of
might as well
gifts.
just make like an album of gifts.
That sounds like a book. Like some book written by a blogger.
Like maybe in Harry Potter,
What?
you know, where the pictures move in the,
Oh,
in the
yeah.
books. We could put gifts in a book right now.
No,
This
but
is
I
a
mean,
book.
like, it sounds like the title of a book that a blogger wrote about himself.
What?
An album of gifts.
An album of gifts?
Yeah.
I mean like an Imgur album, not like
Imager, actually.
an Imgur album.
Imgur.
Not like a musical album. That would be a terrible album. There'd be
Yeah.
no sound to it.
You just look at the CD. There's gifts on it.
I get like you put the CD into your record player, which is a bad idea.
Yeah. Don't do that.
Gifts happen somewhere. I don't know. Technology's confusing.
It's like a hologram of gifts that come out of the record players that they didn't know the technology was for. They're like, let's put this processor thingy in here. I don't know what it does.
I'm skeptical of holograms.
Why? Does Hatsune Miku was one?
I just don't think they're that cool.
No, Hatsune Miku makes me trust holograms more.
Well, that's not really hologram.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
Vocaloid. It's different.
No, but
It
like
was a hologram concert.
no, but it's actually like mirrors and projectors.
Yeah.
Well, it's still a hologram.
Well, like I don't know, real hologram is like when it's projecting, like all the light is coming from one source with like no mirrors. It can just make it appear somewhere.
Well,
But even then,
when
like,
they had it at the VGAs, when they had like the high roll shield,
I didn't watch that.
like it was like a few years ago. I don't know. It looked really cool. They had a hologram of the Hylian shield up on stage.
oh, was that? Oh, okay.
It looked cool.
But Tupac did a concert
Yep.
after dying.
Yep.
Where he's a hologram.
I don't think that was his choice.
Maybe it was in his will.
They
If,
fucking.
if holograms exist, I want to keep doing
They
shows.
did the Ouija board.
The what?
The Ouija board.
The Ouija board. Ouija.
Are you serious?
Yeah, that's how you say
It's
it.
pronounced Ouija. It's pronounced Ouija board.
Is that what that is?
Yeah?
Yeah.
Ouija board.
That I
The year of Ouija.
thought they were different things. I thought it was an Ouija board. Ouija board.
An
Ouija.
Ouija board?
Ouija board. I don't know.
What did you think people were saying when they said Ouija board?
I don't know. I never. Okay. The first
What,
time.
like a board of Luigi's face? Did you?
The first time I heard about whatever boards,
Ouija.
Ouija boards,
Witchcraft boards.
was in Calvin and Hobbes.
Yeah.
And the thing about Calvin and Hobbes is that you read it as a child, and there are a lot of words that you don't know what they mean or how to pronounce them. And so, it's sort of just, I just think like, oh, it's an Ouija board. Ouija board. And I never really said it to anyone because I don't talk about them that much.
Well, now those
And
skills are being put
it
to
sort of
use.
just came into my life. Like, there's so many words I said wrong because I read them in Calvin and Hobbes and no one was there to tell me what was right and wrong other than a little kid and his
Tiger.
his stuffed tiger. Great way to grow up.
My cousin Trevor, for the longest time, thought you spelled rubs R-U-B-E-S.
Rubes.
Yeah.
Oh.
Rubes.
And he texted someone that, and I was like, are you insulting them? And he's like, no, like rubs. Explain
Why is he
to-
texting someone rubs?
Like
It was a
rubbing
lady,
someone?
in fairness. Okay.
Oh, so now we're revealing his sex life. To
No,
the
because it
viewers.
wasn't sex. I just told him to text her something about rubbing her ears. So he spelt it R-U-B-E-S.
Rubesing.
And then I was like, Trevor, that's not how you do that. And then he started freaking out. Like, I've been spelling it that way my entire life. Everything I know is a lie.
That's why I always fail the English essays that involve rubbing.
I remember when I first made the connection infrared to infrared. That was quite a moment when I was reading a book and I saw infrared, and I was just like, what does infrared mean? I see it all the time. I have no idea what infrared means. And then suddenly it just,
Because you pronounce like infrared, not infrared.
and yeah, and I just moved, moved the intonation over like a syllable or something. I was like, oh man. Oh man.
Oh!
That's what that is.
I used to say like conscience instead of conscience, and I thought they were like two things like what bad science.
Oh, like they're tricking you.
Yeah, I was like, what is this?
This is like the part at the end of a comedy skit where everyone stops and then one person's sort of still going, and it's all silent,
Yeah.
and they sort of like just break it down, kind of. Or like at the end of a song when you sort of
Some
This-
songs end that way.
Some songs end that way.
Some songs fade out and everybody's still going.
This
Some
is where we
songs
break it down.
and-
Ooh, this is where we see we're breaking it down. We just how the movie's gonna build back up, and then we stop.
Yeah, we could just stop.
Well, I said we stop.